Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV. Once again, I am Lord PeteyTV, and first of all, I want to say thank you for stopping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button here so you can see every single time we have a new video that is coming out, and it is often. Now, what I would like to say is I have a couple of topics first to talk about, and the ones I want to talk about is. The first one I want to talk about is a game that is in early access, but everybody's been knowing about it for about 5 years or so, and it just came out on December 7th. Now, the game is called The Day Before. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about it was because it is a game that everyone thought was going to be a huge replacement for The Division. Everybody loves The Division. Everybody thinks it's a really, really great game. But the problem is that, there's certain things that fell off, even personally for me. But overall, the concept and everything that it had to do with it was fantastic. I loved it. And there was this game called The Day Before, which was supposed to be coming out. And it came out as an early access game. And it is supposedly and I quote from its Steam page. I wanted to make sure I had it open so I can actually tell you exactly word for what it says. It says, The Day Before offers players a unique, reimaginative journey into a post-apocalyptic open-world MMO survival set in the present day on the U.S. East Coast following a deadly pandemic. Now, that is pretty much exactly what The Division is. It just acts a little different. Instead of you being part of a government division where you're ending up, going through and trying to bring, what's the word I'm looking for? Bring justice and equality to everybody. It's more of just a straight up survival. So I was going to pick it up, and I really love these thought processes. I love survival games. I love first person shooters. Like I said, I love The Division. I thought that this game was going to be great. So I was about to pick it up, and I said, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check it out. So I go on the Steam page and I look at it, and there's probably about like 150 to 200 reviews on it, and it all was like negative. And I was like, oh man, I'm like, this is gonna be really, really unique. I'm like, it's probably people just blasting them for some reason. So, because I was so huge into The Division, there is a huge community of people that I know from The Division that I knew were going to play this. So I hooked up with them, and I'm going to leave their names out of it for protecting them for who they are. And I asked them, like, what's going on? I'm like, I see you're on Twitch with The Day Before, and you're saying, don't play this, don't pick it up, get a refund, all this other stuff. And I'm just like, what is going on? So apparently, for the past 5 years, they've done, from what a lot of people are saying, is that they've been doing very little work involving the game, which, let's be serious, they've probably been working on a lot of different things. It's just probably different and unique in certain situations. And they probably have been doing lots of different stuff. And I kind of asked, how's the gameplay? They're like, really doesn't work well. The lighting's bad. The movement in the areas are bad. We don't exactly understand this survival portion of it. We don't understand this, open world MMO portion of this. There was all of these statements that people were saying that were going to be this thing that you were going to push forward and do. And it's been about 24 hours since the game's been out. I'm recording this on Friday, midday. And right now, there is 13,380 reviews on Steam, and it is overwhelming negative. I'm hoping that the developer and the publisher take a look at that, figure out what they need to do, and fix it. I'm not a person that says, this company is terrible. What are they doing? They're messing up. Never been that type of person. But I will say, when you put out an early access game, you have certain expectations if people have been waiting for it for this long. And unfortunately, I think that because it's been so long, expectations have really, really got knocked. And I think what needs to get done is I think they just really need to take it, ignore all that stuff, but take in what people have been complaining about and then putting it forward to making this game what it should be and what we're promised. And that's what I think it is. Now, a lot of people are like, this company conned us, they take our money and all this other stuff. I think that that is totally false. If they really wanted to take people's money, they could have just went into a Kickstarter campaign. Let's be serious. And not even seen this. So I'm hoping that they take this information and they bring it around and bring it to what people want this game to be. And I really hope it is. So all I can say is I'm sorry, to the publisher and the developer for having to deal with this. But once again, when the expectation is out there, step it up. People will appreciate that and just make it better, and we'll see. And the thing that saves them is the fact that it is early access. If you're asking early access, in my personal opinion, don't also be asking $40 for this game. Don't do that. If you were doing early access, you should be telling people it's going to be $20, giving us early access, especially if it's this problematic and this overwhelmingly negative. And I'm sorry. I could sit here and rant about it, but I'm not. I'm just wanted to say sorry to the company, sorry to the people that picked up the game that the expectations weren't there. I am sorry. I'm just happy myself personally that I checked it out. I did some research before I ended up picking it up. And hopefully they end up getting themselves together and I do pick it up. So I can only hope for that. Now, the other topic I wanted to talk about, it's kind of a two-part topic. I wanted to talk about the Game Awards. The Game Awards, I went online the day after meeting today, this morning, and ended up watching it. I can't watch it last night. I was streaming, doing a bunch of stuff with the community. I'm not going to stop to just watch the Game Awards. It was about 3 hours plus. And this is what annoyed me about the Gaming Awards. I'm not there physically, so I don't know how it was done. But they only, I understand when you're watching, the Grammys, the Emmys, the Oscars. You have this big presentation, you have people coming up, you have lots of different categories. But it's about the people in that community. It's not about, or I should say, it's not about what's coming out next year. The Gaming Awards should be about the games. And I think that has turned into a back seat for what the Gaming Awards felt like to me. Because there was maybe, I'm going to say maybe 5, 6 of the titles that came up for people getting awards and doing speeches. And I understand that. And I think I'm being generous on being that many. But they had so many other categories that they did off screen. And I do not feel like that gave those people any justice. Because those people, they did work. They put time in. Those people should be rewarded just like the other people on those screens. I mean, that's my personal opinion. And then on the other side of everything, you had everybody doing all of the trailers for games. I'm all for being excited about new games coming out, but this Game Awards felt like it was a cash grab of trailers, of people just wanting to show people their new game. And like the only way that they got their name up there is if they paid for it. And I do not think that is right. I do not feel that in this Gaming Awards, that should be the other side. Either it should have been longer so everybody could see all the awards given out and then add in trailers in between, or you do all the awards at the beginning, all the awards at the end, then present all the trailers. Divided. Because it really felt backseatish to the individuals of these gamers. And a lot of this work coming out. Even though we all know Baldur's Gate won a crap ton of awards. I think that overall, the community really needs to focus on what is more important right now, and that is the games, not the ones that are coming out. You know, if you want to do that, you have more than enough means and more than enough ways to do that. But to do what they did for this, I don't think that was right. But once again, one opinion of one person who's sitting in a room watching this stuff. So, but thank you. I guess this is going to be an episode of just me ranting for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, not 20 minutes, but like a couple of minutes. So, overall, thank you all for stopping in. I greatly appreciate it. Love you all. Dream big, keep gaming. If you're looking to support the channel, subscribe here. Go to Lord PeteyTV on Twitch. You get the follow button there. Subscribe there if you're looking to support the channel. Lord PeteyTV if you're going to use Rogue Energy drinks or anything at Sub2R to promote and help the channel, or use our merch store. We're going to have shirts on there for Gaming Fire. And we're going to have, we have a bunch of shirts and mugs and other things for everything else. We got a lot of cool things over there. So check out the comments below and everything else. All right, I appreciate it. I love you all. See you all soon. Bye, everybody.